relation between beta and gamma function. Relation between beta and gamma functions. Prove that beta m comma n is equal to gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n. By the definition of a gamma function, we have definition of gamma function. We have gamma n is equal to integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t into t to the power of n minus 1 dt. For our convenience, we are writing in terms of t. So, if you can use any variable, so after evaluation of this integration, the function will appear in n only. So, therefore, this is the gamma of n. So, here, say this is equation number 1. Integration by substitution, put a t equal to x square x square. Now differentiating on both sides, we get dt is equal to 2x into dx, and now the limits, the limit of lower limit of t is 0, upper limit of t is infinity, and t equal to 0. Now x is equal to square root of t, that also 0. When t tends to infinity, x is equal to square root of t, this also tends to infinity. Substituting these values in equation 1. In equation 1, we obtain gamma of n, equation 1 is equal to integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t, t to the power of n minus 1 dt. Here dt is equal to 2x into dx and t equal to x square. So therefore we are substituting, and our limits 0 becomes 0, infinity becomes infinity. Integral lower limit 0 becomes 0, infinity becomes infinity, e to the power of minus t, that means e to the power of minus x square into t to the power of n minus 1, that is x square whole to the power of n minus 1 into dt, that is 2x into dx. Now simplifying, integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus x square x to the power of 2 into n minus 2 into 1, 2, x to the power of 1, bases are equal. We are adding the powers into dx. We are writing 2 outside of the integration since 2 is a constant. Therefore, 2 into integral 0 to infinity e power minus x square into x to the power of 2n minus 1 into dx. This is gamma n. Say this is equation number 2. Equation number 2. Similarly, gamma of m is equal to m is equal to 2 into integral 0 to infinity e power minus y square into y to the power of 2m minus 1 into dy. Say this is equation number 3. Similarly, if you can substitute t is equal to y square, then we can get gamma of m. Instead of n, we are taking m here. Therefore, since in our relation between beta and gamma, in the numerator part there is gamma m into gamma n. Therefore, multiplying 2 and 3. Now 2 into 3. Now multiplying 2 and 3. That implies now left hand side of equation 2 is gamma m. Left hand side of equation 3 gamma m. Left hand side of equation 2 is gamma n. So gamma m into gamma n is equal to integral 2 times 0 to infinity e power minus x square into x to the power of 2n minus 1 into dx into integral 0 to infinity e power minus y square into y power 2n minus 1 into dy 2 times. Therefore, multiplying these two, we get 2 into 2, 4. So, by the definition of double integration and evaluation of double integration, here both the limits are a constant. Therefore, we can combine these two integration, and these two integrations can be combinedly written as follows. Here m, this is equal to 2 into 2, 4 times integral 0 to infinity integral 0 to infinity e power minus x square into e to the power of minus y square, that is e power minus of x square plus y square into x to the power of 2n minus 1 into y to the power of 2m minus 1 into dx dy. So therefore, this is the resultant integration after multiplication. Now changing this integration into polar coordinates. So integration by change of variables, changing into polar coordinates. This is gamma m into gamma n. Therefore, changing into polar coordinates. Say this is equation number 4. Polar coordinates. That means changing to polar coordinates from Cartesian, the substitution is x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. By Jacobian, we already discussed Jacobian. So dx dy is equal to r into dr d theta. We already discussed in the partial differentiation chapter Jacobian. So by the Jacobian, we have to transfer the variables from Cartesian to polar and use this result x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, and dx dy is equal to r into dr d theta. Now here the limits of x variable is 0 to infinity, y variable is 0 to infinity. That means entire first quadrant. Now after changing into polar coordinates, so this becomes x square plus y square, that is equal to r square. Since x square r square cos square theta, y square r square sin square theta, r square is a common factor, cos square theta plus sin square theta value equal to 1. Therefore x square plus y square is equal to r square. It represents the circle as x and y values lies in the first quadrant, so we can consider the circle lies in the first quadrant, entire first quadrant. X-axis and y-axis. Therefore, entire first quadrant. In this, the radius r varies from 0 to infinity. Since this is radius, x-axis varies from 0 to infinity, y varies from 0 to infinity. So therefore radius r varies from 0 to infinity, and theta varies from 0 degrees to 90 degrees. 0 in the first quadrant, theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. Therefore here r radius r varies from 0 to infinity, and theta varies from 0 to 90 degrees. Therefore substituting these values in equation 4, these values in equation 4, we get now gamma m into gamma n is equal to 4 times integral theta varies from 0 to pi by 2 and r varies from 0 to infinity, e to the power of minus of x square plus y square, minus of x square plus y square, that value is equal to r square minus r square x to the power of 2m minus 1, but x is equal to r cos theta, y to the power of 2m minus 1, but y is equal to r sin theta, r cos theta whole to the power of 2n minus 1 and r sin theta y value whole to the power of 2m minus 1 into dx dy. Dx dy is equal to r dr d theta. R dr d theta. This is equal to 4 times integral 0 to pi by 2 integral r 0 to infinity e to the power of minus r square into r to the power of 2m minus 1 and also r to the power of 2m minus 1 plus 2m minus 1, and already r is there, that is plus 1, and cos to the power of 2n minus 1 theta and sin to the power of 2m minus 1 of theta into dr d theta. Therefore this is equal to 4 times theta equal to 0 to pi by 2 r equal to 0 to infinity e power minus r square into r to the power of bases are equal, we are adding the powers. Now 2n plus 2m, so here minus 1 plus 1 gets cancel. Therefore this is equal to 2 times m plus n minus 1 into cos theta whole to the power of 2n minus 1 and sin theta whole to the power of 2m minus 1. Cos theta and sin dr d theta. Therefore this can be written as 2 times integral theta equal to 0 to pi by 2 into 2 times integral 0 to infinity e power minus r square into r to the power of 2 times m plus n minus 1 into dr into sin theta whole to the power of 2m minus 1 into cos theta whole to the power of 2n minus 1 into d theta. Therefore the integration within the bracket from equation number 2, this is a gamma of m plus n. See equation 2 or 3. 2 times 0 to infinity e power minus x square into x to the power of 2n minus 1 dx is equal to gamma of n. 2 into integral 0 to infinity e power minus y square y to the power of 2m minus 1 dy is equal to gamma of m. Now in the present integration we are having e to the power of minus r2 into integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus r square into r to the power of 2 times m plus n minus 1 into dr. Therefore by this equation 2 we get gamma of m plus n. So this value is equal to gamma of m plus n from equation 2 and sin of theta whole to the power of 2m minus 1 into cos of theta whole to the power of 2n minus 1 into theta from equation 2. From equation 2. Therefore again this can be written as gamma m plus 1 is a constant we are separating from the integration. This is equal to gamma m plus n into 2 times integral 0 to pi by 2 into sin theta. This can be written as now sin square theta whole to the power of m minus 1 into cos square theta whole to the power of n minus 1 into sin theta cos theta into d theta. So this can be written as, or you can assume that multiplying and divided by sin theta and cos theta, multiplying and divided by sin theta and cos theta. So multiplication sin theta cos theta we written here, and division of sin theta we are writing in the numerator sin theta whole to the power of 2m minus 1 by sin theta. So therefore this can be written as sin theta whole to the power of 2m minus 1 minus 1. That means 2m minus 2. 2 is a common factor. 2 into m minus 1. Therefore that can be written as sin square theta whole to the power of m minus 1. Similarly cos theta. Cos square theta whole to the power of n minus 1. Or otherwise you can simplify 2m minus 2 plus 1. We get 2m minus 1. 2n minus 1 plus 1 we get so 2n minus 2 plus 1 we get 2n minus 1. 2m minus 2 plus 1 we can get 2m minus 1. So therefore here integration by substitution. So therefore left hand side of this integration is gamma m into gamma n. Gamma m into gamma n. Therefore here integration by substitution, say this is equation number 5. Put sin square theta is equal to u. Therefore differentiating on both sides, we get sin square theta derivative is 2 sin theta into again sin theta derivative cos theta is equal to d theta is equal to du. Now the limits when theta is equal to 0 degrees, what is the limit of u? Now u is equal to sin square theta, therefore sin square 0, that is 0. When theta is equal to 90 degrees, u is equal to sin square theta, that is equal to sin square pi by 2, that means sin 91, 1 square is equal to 1. Substituting these values, in equation 5, we get gamma m into gamma n left hand side and integral 0, lower limit of 0, 0, upper limit pi by 2, pi by 2 becomes a 1, and sin square theta, that is u to the power of m minus 1, and cos square theta, this can be written as 1 minus sin square theta, that means 1 minus u whole to the power of n minus 1, and 2 sin theta cos theta d theta is equal to du. 2 into sin theta cos theta d theta is equal to du. U sin square theta means u to the power of m minus 1. Cos square theta means 1 minus sin square theta, that is 1 minus u whole to the power of n minus 1 into 2 sin theta cos theta d theta, that is a du. So therefore since into gamma m plus n is there, into gamma m plus n, gamma m plus n is there, therefore this is equal to gamma m plus n into, this is by the definition of beta function, integral 0 to 1 x to the power of m minus 1, 1 minus x whole to the power of n minus 1 dx is equal to beta m comma n. Therefore this is by the definition of beta m comma m, and also here we used the fact sin square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta, and here we used the definition of beta, since definition of beta function, therefore gamma of m comma n, gamma of m into gamma of n is equal to gamma m plus n into beta m comma n. Therefore by cross multiplication, beta m comma n is equal to gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n. Therefore beta m comma n is equal to gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n. This is the relation between beta and the gamma function. Next, to prove that, integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of p dx, sine to the power of px into cos to the power of qx into dx is equal to 1 by 2 times gamma p plus 1 by 2 into gamma q plus 1 by 2 whole divided by gamma p plus q plus 2 by 2. How to prove this? Sine to the power of px into cos to the power of qx dx. Therefore, now take the integration. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of px into cos to the power of qx into dx. Therefore, this can be written as integral 0 to pi by 2 sine square x whole to the power of p minus 1 into cos square x whole to the power of q minus 1 into sin x into cos x dx. Therefore, see here, sin x whole to the power of sin to the power of p minus 1 by 2 q minus 1 by 2. Therefore, this is equal to 2 gets cancelled. So, sin to the power of p minus 1 into sin x. Bases are equal. So, we can add the powers. Therefore, p minus 1 plus 1. So, 1 gets cancelled. We get a p. Here also, 2 gets cancelled. Cos to the power of q minus 1. So, therefore, cos to the power of q minus 1 into cos x. Bases are equal. Powers we are adding q minus 1 plus 1. So, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. Therefore, you can get cos to the power of qx. Therefore, here integration by substitution. Here also you can write 0 to pi by 2 sin square x whole to the power of p minus 1 by 2 cos square x 1 minus sin square x whole to the power of q minus 1 by 2 into sin x cos x into dx. This is integration by substitution. Put as in the above proof, sin square x is equal to same u, differentiating on both sides. With respect to not necessary. So with respect to anyway you can assume that x or u, no problem. So we get sin square x derivative 2 sin x, again sin x derivative cos x into dx is equal to du. Therefore, by cross multiplication, sin x into cos x dx is equal to 1 by 2 into du. Therefore, now the limits of the above integration, lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 2. What are the limits for u now? when x is equal to 0, therefore u is equal to sine square x, that is sine square 0 is 0. When x equal to pi by 2, u is equal to sine square x is equal to sine square pi by 2, sine 91, 1 square is equal to 1. Therefore, substituting these values in the above integral, we get left hand side of above integral is integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of px cos to the power of qx dx. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of px into cos to the power of qx into dx. Therefore, this can be written as 0 becomes 0 and pi by 2 becomes 1 and sine square x, we assumed that u and 1 minus u whole to the power of p minus 1 by 2 whole to the power of q minus 1 by 2 sin x cos x dx is equal to 1 by 2 du. Integral 0 to 1 sine square, that is u whole to the power of p minus 1 by 2 1 minus u whole to the power of q minus 1 by 2 into sin x cos x, that is 1 by 2 into du. Therefore, this can be written as integral 1 by 2 times integral 0 to 1 u to the power of p minus 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 1, adding and subtracting 1. 1 minus u whole to the power of q minus 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 1 into du. That is equal to 1 by 2 times integral 0 to 1 u to the power of p minus 1 plus 2 by 2. Therefore, p minus 1 plus 2, p plus 1 by 2 minus 1 and 1 minus u whole to the power of same, instead of p we get q plus 1 by 2 minus 1 into du. Therefore, this is of the form x to the power of m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole to the power of n minus 1. Therefore, this is the definition of beta function. Instead of x here, you are having u, and in the place of m, p plus 1 by 2. In the place of n, we are having q plus 1 by 2. Therefore, 1 by 2 times, this is beta p plus 1 by 2 comma q plus 1 by 2, since by the definition of beta function, since beta m comma n is equal to integral 0 to 1 x to the power of m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole to the power of n minus 1 dx. This is the basic definition. Instead of m here, p plus 1 by 2, instead of n here, q plus 1 by 2. Therefore, by the relation between beta and gamma, just before this result, we already proved that gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n. Here, in the place of m, we are having p plus 1 by 2 gamma m into gamma n q plus 1 by 2 by gamma m plus n, that is p plus 1 by 2 plus q plus 1 by 2. Since beta m comma n is equal to, we proved that gamma m into gamma n by gamma m plus n. This is the relation between beta and gamma, just we proved before this result. Therefore, now this is equal to left hand side of this, we are having integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of px into cos to the power of qx dx is equal to, now 1 by 2 times gamma p plus 1 by 2 into gamma q plus 1 by 2 by gamma p plus q plus 2 by 2. This is the required answer for our result. Now prove that gamma 1 by 2 is equal to square root of pi. Now solution or proof. In the first, to prove that gamma of equal to square root of pi, first you write the above proof and then substitute p equal to 0 and q equal to 0 in the above result. We know that integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of px into cos to the power of qx into dx is equal to 1 by 2 times gamma p plus 1 by 2 into gamma q plus 1 by 2 by gamma p plus q plus 2 by 2. Therefore, in the above result, so to prove that gamma of equal to root pi, we have to prove this result first. Therefore, put p equal to 0 and q equal to 0. Therefore, integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of 0 cos to the power of 0 is equal to 1 by 2 times gamma 0 plus 1 by 2 gamma 1 by 2 gamma 0 plus 1 by 2 1 by 2 by gamma 0 plus 0 plus 2 by 2. Therefore, that is equal to gamma of 1. We already know that gamma of 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, this is equal to 1 by 2 times. Now integral 0 to pi by 2 sine 0 1 into dx. Cos 0 is also 1. Gamma of into gamma of gamma 1 by 2 whole square. Gamma 1 by 2 whole square. Therefore, this is equal to integration of 1 is x 0 to pi by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 into gamma 1 by 2 whole square. Therefore, pi by 2 upper limit minus lower limit is equal to 1 by 2 gamma 1 by 2 whole square. Therefore, 2 gets cancelled. Therefore, taking square root on both sides, gamma half is equal to pi. Therefore, gamma half equal to pi. So therefore, we proved that gamma is equal to root pi. Previously, I asked to remember this gamma half value is equal to root pi. We will prove it later. Now we proved that gamma half is equal to square root of pi. So therefore, to prove it, first we have to prove that integral 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of px into cos to the power of qx dx is equal to 1 by 2 gamma p plus 1 by 2 gamma of q plus 1 by 2 by gamma of p plus q plus 2 by 2, and then substitute p equal to 0 and q equal to 0. We can easily get the gamma of equal to root pi.